Welcome to our daily devotional series, The Daily Herald. I pray that these messages will come to you as an encouragement and a reminder to be heralds of the Lord daily. God bless you.
Divine Conqueror, March 5. And I looked, and behold, a white horse. He who sat on it had a bow, and a crown was given to him, and he went out conquering and to conquer. Revelation 6:2.
The time had come for Christ to ascend to his Father's throne. As a divine conqueror, he was about to return with the trophies of victory to the heavenly courts. Before his death, he had declared to his Father, "I have finished the work which thou gavest me to do." John 17:4. After his resurrection, he tarried on the earth for a season, that his disciples might become familiar with him in his risen and glorified body. Now he was ready for the leave-taking. As the place of his ascension, Jesus chose a spot so often hallowed by his presence while he dwelt among humanity. Not Mount Zion, the place of David's city, not Mount Moriah, the temple site, was to be thus honored. There Christ had been mocked and rejected. There, the waves of mercy, still returning in a stronger tide of love, had been beaten back by the hearts as hard as rock. Thence Jesus, weary and heart-burdened, had gone forth to find rest in the Mount of Olives. From this mountain he was to ascend to heaven. Upon this summit his feet will rest when he shall come again. Not as a man of sorrows, but as a glorious and triumphant king, he will stand upon Olivet, while Hebrew hallelujahs, mingled with Gentile hosannas and the voices of the redeemed as a mighty host, shall swell the acclamation, crown him Lord of all. Upon reaching the Mount of Olives, Jesus led the way across the summit to the vicinity of Bethany. Here he paused, and the disciples gathered about him. Beams of light seemed to radiate from his countenance as he looked lovingly upon them. He upbraided them not for their faults and failures. Words of the deepest tenderness were the last that fell upon their ears from the lips of their Lord. With hands outstretched in blessing, and as if in assurance of his protecting care, he slowly ascended from among them, drawn heavenward, up by a stronger power than any earthly attraction. While the disciples were still gazing upward, voices addressed them which sounded like richest music. "Ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? This same Jesus which is taken up from you into heaven shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven." Further reflection. Has Jesus ever returned me victorious to a place of previous suffering?